Abby here with another video for you today. Yes, we have the Subaru in the garage today. The garage isn't quite, oh, hold on, I think that was a GTR, yep. Just waiting any moment. Trying to make a video. Anyway, today we have the Subaru in the garage. The garage isn't quite organized specifically how I want it, but you know, that'll come with time. So today's video, I actually attempted to do this a few months ago, back in February when I first got back from Utah. So my rear differential has been leaking slightly from one of the axle seals. I attempted to do this a few months ago, and the long bolt that goes through the hub that kind of holds the trailing arms into the hub would not come out. That one super long one is just, I'm sure, been corroded. I don't know, just, you know, driving my car here in Virginia with the winter roads, I'm sure that just the salt and driving it fairly often just has gotten that bolt seized. I tried for hours to get it loose, PB blaster, letting it sit, trying to get the weight off of the bolt itself, but it didn't work. So I know a few of you have mentioned to try actually removing the diff to get the axles out, replace those seals, and then put the diff back in, since I couldn't get that long screw, bolt, whatever out. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that today. I have a Subaru up and ready to go, and hopefully we'll be able to replace these axle seals. I went ahead and got these at fastwrx.com. I'll link them down below if you need some seals also. Also, I don't know if you can tell, I literally haven't even started working on my car and I already have grease on my nose. So like I said, the first time I tried this, I tried removing the axle from the hub, right? And this long screw that comes through here, I could not get loose to save my life. I just could not get it out. I couldn't get it loose. I had a breaker bar with an extended pipe on it. I had my my heavy impact guns on it. I sprayed it with PB blaster. I just could not get this bad boy out. So because I couldn't get this out, I couldn't get enough room to get this axle out. And it's this guy. Wow, you can see how bad it is. You can see just all of this is just wet from Diff Fluid. So I really need to take this bad boy out and replace the seal here. And if I'm taking out the whole diff itself, I'll just replace both sides while I'm down there. So for this method that you guys have mentioned to me was actually just take the whole diff out. And how I plan on doing that after doing a little bit of research and seeing how other people did it. I mean, I don't have a shield or anything right here, so I don't have to worry about that. Take out the drive shaft there, kind of take all this stuff out, and then take the bolts that are holding it in place and kind of have it drop. Well, I will spray everything with PB blaster first. I don't know. I definitely just had a hard time the first time, so I don't know. This time around, I'm a little more experienced. That was easy. Always easy when you have the right tools. Some PB blaster to try to loosen up and lubricate all these bolts and nuts and stuff. Wow. Ah. It's raining PB blaster. Okay, beautiful. So now that I have our exhaust out, I went ahead and sprayed all of the bolts and screws with PB blaster so they could sit, soak, and be easier hopefully to remove when I get to them. So what I'm going to do next, these 12mm bolts, nuts here on the drive shaft. There's 4, so 1, 2, and there's 2 more on the other side. Then I'll get these 4 that hold the these 4 that hold the differential up. Then these guys on the side. This should come down easy. And then I should just have to get these 2, and the diff itself should come down. I will have a jack to help me hold it up so it doesn't just fall down. And hopefully I should just be able to get it just enough down, remove the axles to replace the seals on this Cusco differential that I have. Oh, what was that? stuff are falling out. Whoops. So these are the only last two bolts that are holding the diff to the car. So for the diff, I went ahead and got the bolt off, or the nut off one, but then the entire stud ended up coming out on the other side. So right now there are no bolts holding in the diff. It's just chilling. The one stud is here in this bracket and it's chilling on the jack. So I'm gonna try just to pop these axles out at least just a little bit, just to get them started before lifting down the diff.
Good for you.
Thank you.
I don't know what that is.
It's part of the drivetrain.
Oh.
Yep.
It's more of a hobby for you?
Yes, sir.
Good for you.
Thank you. That yellow one right behind you is mine too.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
He's got a new project. I haven't talked to him about it. But
Oh,
he's got a new
fun.
car that he's starting to work on. But that other one, and I said, how can you? I mean, this thing can't even go over a bump. He goes, yeah, it lifts. And he showed this.
And he goes,
shh. Yeah, it's got these big tanks in the back.
like a transformer.
That lifts the whole car up. So it's really kind of cool.
Beautiful. So now we have both of the axles just popped. They're not fully out yet. But I will now lower the diff slowly to see if these guys want to come out easy. Whoa, we got the diff out. Would you look at that? All right, let's try this side first. Oh God, oh God. I wish I had more muscles at times like this. This is okay. There we go. Well, I guess that's one way to do it. Just let it fall. It was an accident, I swear. It's a good thing I'm replacing these seals anyway. Yeah, they're definitely ruined. So what ended up happening is that I had the diff chilling on the jack back here, but I guess the diff had just come and fallen forward. Meh, not exactly how I would want it to happen, but we're working on getting this side out first. This is the bad seal, so I don't mind if I tear it up a little bit more, taking it out, get it out on that side, and then pop this guy out. Hopefully gonna try to keep it on the jack because Gabby is not the strongest. And then replace the seals, clean it up, and get her back in there. All right, we got one axle out. We got one axle out, fam. This one's out. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. I need a paper towel. Come hither, young one. Well, let's pull her out from the other side. Whoop, I need another paper towel. Another paper towel. Oh, there we are. Oh, no. All right, it's okay. We got both of the axles out successfully. Okay. Oh man, we made mess. We made mess. Yeah. I should have drained more of the fluid, but yep, it's out. If there's a will, there's a way. Oh man. Dude, I swear out of all of the fluids, Diff Fluid smells the worst. Since I don't like have a table or anything, I'm going to pick this up and have it on the jack so I can kind of roll it around. It had fallen off, which wasn't my, what I was trying to do, but you do the best you can. Yes. There we are. Perfect. Would you just look at it? I'm actually really proud of myself because I didn't think, I don't know. Last time I had done this, it went terribly wrong. So I expected the worst to happen, but I got it out. I got my rear diff out. This is fan-freaking-tastic. So as you can see, like all of this kind of wetness, it's all on this side of the diff, so it was definitely this seal that was leaking. Before I replace the seals, I'm actually going to kind of clean up all of this stuff, all the corrosion, all the dirt on it, well, since it's all the way out. Once it's clean, I will then replace the seals and put it back in. Beautiful. So now that we have both of the new diff seals in, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get it straight as much as I can and try to finesse the diff back into its spot where it's supposed to be. Hi guys, so I need to call it quits for the night because when I can, my home's right there. It's starting to get cold for me and I'm exhausted. I know that I'm not the strongest person in the world, so muscling this rear differential is very difficult for me. I have it sitting on a jack stand partially in. I have the two front bolts and I'm just trying to get it to slide up onto the, like the 4 bolts to go through the body of the diff. They just don't want to line up properly to slide right through. That's the only thing that I'm really having trouble with, and doing it by myself is very difficult. So I'm actually just gonna hang tight, call it quits for the night, and I'm going to give it a go tomorrow and see if one of my friends want to swing by and help me get the rear diff in all the way. Just not going. I'm so excited.
It's about time.
Now we're just gonna screw everything back in. Before we go and take her on a test run, before we go ahead and give a test run to the new diff seals, axle seals, whatever you guys want to call them, I lost a lot of fluid, so we're going to be adding in some more diff fluid. Obviously I use Motul, only the best for the best. But you know what? We fixed it, guys. No weird noises. I went ahead and did my axle seals for the first time ever and lowered my diff for the first time ever with a little help from you to get her back in. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.